What's up, everybody? This is Dominate Social Engagement with Dominique. Hey, guys. Hey, how are you? All right, so tonight's live, I'm going to be going over how to stay consistent and how to nurture all your clients. Okay. All right, so this will help you guys understand that client retention is so important, okay? All right, and I'm gonna tell you the reasons why. So let me scoot my chair up for just a second. I'm a little uncomfortable. All right, so comment down below if you guys are catching the replay or if you guys are catching this live. All right, I want to know exactly where you guys are tuning in from. All right, so how do I stay consistent? I've been asked this a lot lately, and I'm actually been kind of thinking to myself, how do I stay consistent? Because sometimes I don't even know how to answer that. And I want to say that most of it is my drive.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Okay. My drive and my reasons why. All right. I have a really, really big why. And I have a passion of helping people get to, help to get to one end of their business to the next. Okay. Because I've been there. I've been there myself. There has been times where I've got to one thumbnail of my business and hit the glass ceiling, to the next, to the next, to the next, and that actually just happens, in your business. Things are going great, and it just kind of just goes like this. There's really never a like straight, narrow, upward hill to your business, and it doesn't even matter if you had like a whole bunch of money, like if you had like $1 million or so. There's never really a straight and narrow line, okay? You can have a whole bunch of money and just not have the talent or the skill, to talk to people. All right. Or you don't have the means to follow up with people. There's always like some type of flaw that you're going to come across in your pillars, All right. So client nurturing. Okay. So I have like a few clients that I communicate with, and I basically make sure that everything is going good in their business. I make sure that they're on top of what they're doing, and sometimes I do take accountability. If I fail, I have that mentality. If I fail, they fail, and I'm just like that type of person where like, hey, them first, before myself. So there was time, like I said, there was times where I would have problems and get stuck, and I would fear that maybe this is not for me. Maybe consulting, coaching, and digital marketing is not a place for me in this field. And it's a very, very male dominated industry. There's a lot of guys that are in this industry, and me being a female and stuff like that, there is a lot of pressure. And I don't really look at it as that. I just like, take it as like, hey, you're a human being. Everybody's got to eat at the end of the day. So, all right. So, how the way I basically, stay consistent is, the productivity that I have is to figuring out exactly what I want to talk to my audience about. And it just comes down to my vision and the topics that I have. And sometimes I don't have, topics on the top of my head. There's sometimes I go inside of groups and just, start creating conversations, or even like interrupt inside of conversations and, speak my opinions, or, try to help somebody or something like that. And sometimes I'll take those type of topics and I'll just use them and create them as my own, and talk to them inside of my community as well. That's okay.
You go in there, don't get hit, come home with a pocket full of cash.
That's part of productivity. If there's other places and that you're in a certain type of audience that is very relative to your audience, then you're going to be talking about around the same thing, right? So there's just been like a couple of things that, I look upon on other people who are, doing well in their business, or they're needing some help inside of their business. And so, yeah, sometimes people can't create, topics and stuff like that at the top of their head. So, what I like to do is that, I never really get tired of talking about the same thing. Who in here is afraid of that? Who in here is afraid about talking about the same thing? Okay. So for those who don't know who I am, my name is Dominique. I'm a social media strategist. I help people scale their business through Facebook. All right. So um, what I do, I go out and find leads for businesses. So I have to actually stay on top of my game and figure out, and survey the audience on certain topics and stuff like that, and certain questions that people have in certain areas for my clients and their side of their business. It could be, gardening, it could be wrestling, it could be, mixed martial arts, it could be, digital marketing, it could be anything. And so I have to be that go getter and that person that like kind of hypes up the crowd, and kind of just like survey and just ask certain questions. And most times, some of these questions, some of them I think that are dumb, but I just have to like kind of like, hey, it's a question that people don't want to answer, and sometimes it's just like it's agitating. And so, me being in the marketing field, I have to be agitating. I have to agitate, certain problems and situations and stuff. So, following up with your clients and following up with your content and your audience. Okay, so who in here is having issues like not having the time to do so? You have an audience, you have clients, you have customers, but you're like they're in the pool of your Facebook or in the pool of the groups, but you're just having issues, trying to reach back out to them that you talk to them, and it's just like, okay, well, we talked, it kind of seemed like a little awkward, but I don't really want to approach them and bother them. Well, you kind of have to, in this industry, in this field, you kind of have to like put your bootstraps up and just kind of approach the situation and say, hey, how's it going? We met inside of this group. I was just following up with you and seeing if like you were talking about this topic or whatever or whatnot. And I had this issue myself, and just kind of just start the conversation, just start talking, and just it'd be a back and forth thing. People love authority, and then people love confidence. So if you are the type of person like, oh, you want to hide behind closed doors or behind a bush and stuff like that, and just kind of watch everybody do stuff, you don't want to be that player on the field that just kind of stands around and just watch everybody else play. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the rock star of it. You want to be the circle of attention. And I know that that's kind of hard to do, if you're not used to that, or you've never been in that type of situation, or you're just not that type of human being. You're an introvert, so you kind of have to force yourself to be extroverted and just kind of just go out there. All right, so that's basically how the way you kind of follow up with people inside of groups. If you guys have posted inside of the groups, maybe a question or a post or something like that, and somebody likes onto it or comments onto it or something like that, you're gonna want to add them as a friend. Add them as a friend and just, inbox them. Don't just add them, because they're gonna be like, okay, why is this person adding me? What's the point? Okay, so we're just in that type of generation right now that like, we're stuck at home, yes, but we're like, okay, what's the knock at the door? Who is this person? We're kind of like distancing ourselves from people, and it's not good. We have to build ourselves back up. All right, so the more that we promote being confident out there and going out and reaching out and talking to people, the more likely we're gonna get back into the the good old days where having company over for dinner or something like that was good. It was a good time, right? I don't know if you guys have been in that situation. I was raised in the 90s, so I was raised on people coming over for barbecues and stuff like that, and having a good time and just talking and laughing and stuff like that, and joking about just bull crap, just wasting time. So yeah, so you guys are gonna have to just bite the bullet. But like, if you guys have clients and stuff like that, and you're getting to a point where you're just like doing all for your business and not for your clients, then you're gonna have to like wonder, like, your client acquisition and your client retention rate is gonna go low. And the reason why is because people want that connection. They're wanting the connection with you. Get them on a few calls and just just to say, hey, how's it going? Send them a few text messages and say, hey, I was just wondering, like, how are things going in your business? How are things? Are you stuck on anything? Can I help you with anything? That's basically what I'm talking about. Following up with these people. And if need be, write yourself a goal about for your clients. I always have daily goals in my Excel sheets about like every single little thing. So if you have a daily goal for every single little thing, have a daily goal for your clients too, of following up with them every single week, or do like a call every single week, group coaching or one-to-one coaching. I'll always follow up with them. Okay, so because you're not gonna want to be a type of person that like every 4 days. I've learned this. Every 4 days, a person forgets another person. So if you like keep on people, then they're going to keep remembering you. Okay, without agitating them. Just to say like, hey, how's it going? All right, once a week, couple weeks in a month or so, just to like keep up with them. Okay. All right, so I hope you guys like this video. Okay, if you guys want to work with me, I know for a fact that I messaged a couple of you guys. If you guys still want that PDF, the 3 to 10K, how to structure the offer and everything like that. I know that I've talked to a couple of you guys. If you guys still haven't received it, inbox me, comment down below, or say 10K, comment 10K if you guys still want that PDF of how to structure your offer and everything. So I'm gonna be posting this video on YouTube as well. So if you guys are watching me through YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, I'm gonna leave a link in the description on how to contact me and how you can work alongside with me and how to take your business from 0 to 10K in 90 days. Okay. So this was Dominate Social Engagement with Dominique. You guys take care and have a blessed one. Good night.